Okay. Let me offer my prayers and then I'll start. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshur-unmilitanena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya-manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakantam Jam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुस्तुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Okay. Today we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 9, verse 32. Let me recite the verse. Yada tu sarva bhuteshu darshu agnim ivastita pratichakshita mam loko jaya tarheva kashmalam. यदा तु सर्वभूतेषु दारुषु अग्निमिव स्थिता प्रतिचक्षीतमां लोको जयेत्तर्ह्येव कश्मलम्. One more time. यदा तु सर्वभूतेषु दारुषु अग्निमिव स्थितां प्रतिचक्षीतमां लोको जयेत्तर्ह्येव कश्मलम्. Yada when tu but sarva all bhuteshu in the living entities Darushu in wood, Agnim fire, Iva like, Sthitam situated, Pratitakshita you shall see, Mam me, Lokaha and the universe, Jayat can give up, Tarhi then at once, Iva certainly, Kashmalam illusion. Translation. You will see me in all living entities as well as all over the universe, just as fire is situated in wood. Only in that state of transcendental vision will you be able to be free from all kinds of illusion. Let me read again. You will see me in all living entities as well as all over the universe, just as fire is situated in wood. Only in that state of transcendental vision will you be able to be free from all kinds of illusion. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Brahma prayed that he might not forget his eternal relationship with the Lord during the course of his material activities. In answer to that prayer, the Lord said that he should not think of existing without a relationship with his omnipotency. The example is given of the fire in wood. The fire kindled in wood is always the same. Although the wood may be of different types, similarly, the bodies within the material creation may be specifically different according to shape and quality, but the spirit soul within them are not different from one another. The quality of fire, warmth, is the same everywhere, and the spiritual spark, are part and parcel of the Supreme Spirit, is the same in every living being. Thus, the potency of the Lord is distributed all over His creation. This transcendental knowledge alone can save us one from the contamination of material illusion. Since the Lord's potency is distributed everywhere, a pure soul or devotee of the Lord can see everything in relationship with the Lord, and therefore he has no affection for the outer coverings. That is the pure that pure spiritual conception makes him immune to all contamination of the material association. The pure devotee never forgets the touch of the Lord in all circumstances. Last line is very nice. The pure devotee never forgets the touch of the Lord in all circumstances. Hare Krishna devotees, please welcome to Srimad Bhagavatam class. We are reading from the chapter Brahma's prayer for creative energy. In this chapter, Brahma is praying for creative energy because he got the task of creating this material world. He has done this task many times, but he is still very anxious and praying for creative energy. In the last few days, all the devotees have explained this very beautifully. So I will not talk about this. Let me focus on today's verse and see what we can understand from this verse. So, other than praying for creative energy, he also prays that he might not forget this his eternal relationship with the Lord during the course of his material activities. Um, what do we learn from this verse? After reading this verse, my understanding is this verse teaches us how our mood should be when executing our service, even though we are expert at it, and how we should pray for his help. Brahma is the perfect example given in this verse. He has created this cosmic world many times, but every time when he is creating, he does the austerity and begs for the Lord's mercy, as if he has done he has done all these things for the first time, right? That is real astonishing point. In our case, if we are expert at something, we'll be very confident, right? We don't generally be anxious and ask for help. But this verse also teaches us how to be totally dependent on him, and also teaches us how Nishkama Karma Yoga can be performed, and also it teaches us how can we be free from illusion, or how we can perform Nishkama Karma in this material world. Brahma was very anxious, so Lord gave him the formula on how to become free from illusion. Um, if you look at the verse, it's Jaye Tarheva Kashmalam, how we can remain free from illusion. Here, Lord says, Yadatu Sarva Bhuteshu, I am situated in every living entity. And he says, Pratichakshita Mam Loko, as well as all over the universe. So, he is situated in every living entity, as well as all over the universe. But how he is situated in every living entity and all over the universe? He says, Darashu Agnim Ivastitam, like fire situated in every wood. Here, Lord is saying how we need to see him. Darishu Agnim, like fire situated in every wood. The analogy given in this verse is, let me read that again. Uh, the fire kindled in wood is always the same, although wood may be different types. Similarly, bodies within the material creation may be specifically different according to shape and quality, but the spirit souls within them are not different from one another. The quality of fire, warmth, is same everywhere, and the spiritual spark, or part and parcel of the Supreme Spirit, is the same in every living being. Thus, the potency of the Lord is distributed all over the creation, right? So, why did Brahma pray like, he also prays let me not forget the relationship with the Lord while working with material energy. Because he is handling the material energy, his service has required him to touch the material energy. Since he is handling material energy, it is full of tricks, right? So material energy tricks the living entity into, believing that he is supreme, or that he is a boss of everything, right? So while working with this powerful material energy, even Brahma wanted protection not to come under such illusion. So he is asking for protection, but but in the same time, he is not saying that, I don't want to work with this material nature. I was just, thinking about Bhagavad Gita 3.1, where Arjuna says, Tat kim karmani gore mam niyojasi Keshava, right? He says, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly activity? So actually, when Krishna says, Buddhi Yoga is better than Karma Yoga in second chapter, so he is in the beginning of third chapter. Arjuna asks, when you say Buddhi Yoga is better than Karma Yoga, why are you engaging me in the Karma Yoga? So Brahma could have also said in the similar way, right? Why are you engaging me in this material activities? But since the service was given by Krishna, he knew that he will be protected. Uh, he was ready to serve, but asking for protection. So he is asking, let me not forget the relationship with you while working with material energy. So even we should have this fear of drowning in the illusion, because material energy is so powerful, right? So when I was reading this verse, I was just recollecting one incident in our office. When I was working with HP, one day, all the employees received an email from the management saying that if you buy anything within $250, you don't need a manager signature to reimburse. That's it. All the employees started discussing. One guy was saying, I want a monitor. The other guy was saying, I need a SSD hard disk. And another guy was saying, I need a sound system, something like that. So you believe it or not, we were just browsing the entire month. We didn't come up with item which we wanted to buy. So I was thinking one email itself, distracts us more than a week or month. So by this we should understand material energy is so powerful, and we can come under illusion so easily, right? So so we should have this fear of drowning in the illusion, because material energy is so powerful. So when Brahma prayed like this, Lord said that he should not think of existing without a relationship with his omnipotency, right? This is very important point. Krishna's omnipotency is spread all over the universe. As long as Brahma, or we when we see the relationship with Krishna, then we are safe. But how to see his relationship in everything? That is the formula Krishna is giving in this verse. Yadatu sarva bhuteshu darshu agnim vivastitam. He is situated like a fire inside the wood. When we see wood, we don't generally see fire, right? It must be kindled. Then only we see fire. Similarly, matter has covered all of us, although we are spirit souls, and Krishna is a super soul. Both the spirit souls are inside the body, right? But still, it is so difficult for us to understand this. So, because we are covered by matter. So, like the fire is in the wood, every living entity has fire of Krishna conscious in them, but that needs to be kindled. So the question is, how do we kindle this? When the fire of Krishna consciousness is kindled, then one realizes. that, I am not this body. I am part and parcel of the Supreme Krishna. I have a loving relationship with him. That fire has to be kindled. But on our own endeavor, we can't do this. To kindle this fire, we need a special grace of Lord. That actually comes from divine grace of Lord in the form of pure devotee. When we take association of a pure devotee, and when we hear from him, when we serve him, we receive the fire. We receive the fire of Krishna conscious from him, right? So Krishna conscious fire comes from him. In his association, our internal fire becomes kindled. Then we understand that we are not these bodies. We are transcendental personalities. So here, Lord tells Brahma that you should see everything in relationship with me. This is the yoga. Seeing everything in relationship with the Lord is itself is a yoga, right? But how to see this in day-to-day life? How to do this yoga every day? In Bhagavad Gita, I mean, I was just going through some of the verse. The Bhagavad Gita, there is a verse which explains what is the yoga. Let me read that. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya satyayo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Let me read the translation here. Perform your duty equipoised, O Arjuna, abandoning all attachments to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada is also explaining what is yoga. He says, yoga means to concentrate the mind upon the Supreme by controlling the ever-disturbing senses. And who is the Supreme? The Supreme is the Lord. And because he himself is telling Arjuna to fight, Arjuna has nothing to do with the result of the fight. Gain or victory are Krishna's concern. Arjuna is simply advised to act according to the dictation of Krishna. The following of Krishna's dictation is real yoga. And this is practiced in the process called Krishna consciousness. So the real yoga is following Krishna's word, following Guru's word. That is the real yoga. That is what we practice here in Krishna consciousness. So yoga means basically, connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In today's world, so Srila Prabhupada is also saying, pure devotee never forgets the touch of the Lord in all circumstances. Okay, this is called yoga. Then how to be conscious of Krishna every moment? This is actually karma yoga, right? How to do this? How to be conscious of Krishna every moment? Example, we do so many work in day-to-day life. It's very, it is difficult to connect everything with Krishna, right? For example, say we work every day, right? But how to connect this activity to the Supreme? I can come up with something like I can say, if I don't do work, I can't, I can't maintain my family, I can't maintain myself, and I cannot continue devotional service. That's why, that's how, I connect work with devotional service, right? But, I was reading Jiva Goswami's Bhakti Sandarbha. He actually, in there, he talks about three kinds of bhakti. One of the bhakti, he says, Aropa Siddha Bhakti. So Karma Yoga is Aropa Siddha Bhakti. So some activities that have no direct relationship with bhakti, for example, brushing teeth in the morning, right? There is no direct connection with the bhakti, but we should make them bhakti. Question is how to do that? How do we make? So how to make this is how to make a non-criminal turn criminal. What we need to do is just go to police station and throw some allegation at him, right? By throwing allegation at him, we turn him criminal. Similarly, on the activities that are not directly bhakti, we need to throw aropa. This is called aropa siddha bhakti. Now, question is how to throw aropa. So, Bhagavatam 11th canto, which explains the process of aropa siddha bhakti. In 11th canto, Navayogendra speaking to Nimi Maharaj, there is one nice verse. Let me recite this. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा अनुश्रितस्वभावात् करोति यत् यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयेत् तत्. So karoti yat yat sakalam, meaning whatever work I have done, okay, through kayena, through with the body, vacha, with my speech, manasa, through my mind, senses, indriya, through my senses, buddhya, with my intelligence, manasa, with my consciousness, anushruta sabhavat. Anushruta sabhavat is very important here. It is according to my nature, not according to how I am expected to behave according to Shastra. Okay, this is according to my nature. So, karoti yat yat sakalam. So, whatever work I did, Narayaneti samarpayet tat. So, I put an arop, Krishna Arpanamastu, right? This is aropa siddha bhakti. So, I was also listening to Hari Parshad Prabhu. He also gave one more verse. I just want to go through that. Yat kritam yat karishyami yat karomi janardana tat tadartam kritam sarvam tameva phalabhugave. Yat kritam means what I did in the past. Yat karishyami, whatever I'll do in the future. Yat karomi, whatever I'm doing now. Janardana, oh Krishna, tat tadartam kritam sarvam. I did everything for you. Swameva phalabhugave. And he's saying, you take the fruits, don't give it to me. Right? So basically, we are offering everything to Krishna by saying, Tattvadartam Kritam Sarvam, Tameva Phalabhavet. And also, don't give me the fruits, you only keep it. Okay, by doing that, we are making all activities in day-to-day life as, karma yoga. So, conclusion here is, material energy tries to take us away from Krishna, but we should try to remember him by offering our activities and fruits of our activities to him. So, and also, Srila Prabhupada says we should never forget the touch of the Lord in all circumstances. So, that is the real yoga we need to practice. That's what I understood from this verse. Thanks, devotees. If you have any reflection, please go ahead and share.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna,
all glories to Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. A very nice class, Prabhu. How to connect with Krishna through everything we do. Thank you for bringing up this verse, Kayena Vacha Manasa. That is, I had forgotten it is spoken by the Nava Yogendras. Thank you so much for that verse and expanding on the meaning of it very nicely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Yeah, for quoting few verses. And initially, I think you mentioned about how Lord Brahma, he has been doing every day the similar kind of service, or same service actually. So creating the universe, maybe details may be different, but still he is very anxious, right? So it's not that first time he's doing. So he's praying for the of the Lord. So drawing parallel with how we should be, also dependent on the Lord's mercy. So though we might have done those services earlier, so it'll help us making that more connected to the Lord. So, of course, yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. I mean, that dependency, I think, it's always, necessary part. And the second part is one should be one should be scared enough. The Maya, the material energy. At least to dependent on the Lord, right? Not completely give up that service, but yeah, here Brahma is not giving it up. So but he's still concerned so that he doesn't want to forget the Lord, right? So because he's associating with this, so big task, right? He is the kind of prime doer in this creation. So he doesn't get associated and entangled in that, and then he want to remember the Supreme Lord. So that's why he's praying for that. So if one doesn't do that, the dependency is not there. slowly one may get puffed off. Right? I can do this. Right? I don't need anybody's mercy here. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks for your comment. Okay, if there are nothing, then we can wind up here, right?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो